Hey guys, Will here again with Happily Ever Outdoors. Today I wanted to show you the Schrade SCAXE10 Hatchet. Right now it retails for around $20. It comes in at just under 2 pounds, so it's a decent little hatchet to take with you backpacking or just for some light chores around the campsite. This thing is made from a 3CR13 stainless steel. It also comes with a thermoplastic sheath, which you can see here. The sheath comes with a attachment point here to put it on your belt. It also has some grommets there that you can feed paracord through, something along those lines, if you wanted to attach it that way. I've actually went ahead and added on a metal ring with a carabiner, which I prefer to hang it off of my hip. That's something I added. Alright, as you can see, this thing does hang well on the hip. I have it attached with my carabiner like I mentioned earlier. The belt loop, it does work well. I'm just a little more comfortable. I like it to be a little more loose right there. It's nice because it's not heavy enough that it will pull down on your pants, and it's not long to the point where it's going to drag on the ground or get in your way if you're crouched down or if you're down on your knees trying to work. So it's very, very comfortable, maneuverable to wear even when you're walking through the woods. It also comes with a nylon cord loop on the handle, which is okay. I'll probably end up replacing it with paracord or something like that. So looking at the sheath, you can see that it has a button on the front there, which is what secures it. There's a nice tab there for your thumb, so you can feel it without looking. So if you have it attached to your hip, you would just pop that cover, and then you could actually slide the hatchet straight up and out of the sheath. This hatchet is full tang construction, so it's one solid piece of metal from the head to the tail, which is nice. If you're concerned about durability, you just want something that absolutely is not going to break. This probably is a good way for you to go. It's also got a TPR rubber coated handle, which has a nice kind of a tire tread type pattern on it. It also comes with a hammer pommel on the back side of the head, which is nice for pounding in ground stakes and things like that. I actually took this thing out this last weekend on a 3-day camping trip with my family, and I tried to put it through its paces, splitting some smaller logs up to some bigger logs, cutting some limbs and things of that nature, and overall it performed very well. I will say that the head of this axe is not the sharpest straight out of the box in my opinion, and I also did find that throughout the weekend I had to do a little maintenance on it. I went ahead and got a sharpening stone, a puck, that I used to sharpen that blade. So after heavy use, I had to go ahead and hone that down. But once I did that, I was able to get it to a very, very sharp edge again, and it was working back to its full potential. I love the look and the feel of this hatchet, especially for the price. Do bear in mind, though, that this is a hatchet that comes in at under 2 pounds, and you can see that it's fairly compact. So keep your expectations reasonable as to what it's capable to do. When I did try to use it to split some heavier logs, obviously I ran into some difficulty there. One technique that I actually found that did help me was using it in conjunction with my survival knife. I'd go ahead and baton the log partway through, then take the hatchet and drive it into the split the opposite direction, and then you can take the survival knife and the hatchet and pull them against each other. And once I kind of figured that trick out, I was able to make quick work of some firewood. But just bear that in mind. This isn't a full-size axe, so don't expect it to perform like one. One last caveat that I will say with this hatchet, and this may be attributed to the full tang construction and the fact it doesn't have a real thick rubber handle, but after heavy use, my wrist definitely started to feel the vibration. So that is one thing to consider, especially if you have issues with your hands or your wrist. In my mind, this is a very great value for about $20. I think it's the best you're going to get, and I expect it to be a hatchet that I'm going to get a lot of use from. Alright you guys, that concludes my review of the Schrade SCAXE10 Hatchet. Feel free to leave your comments below, and thank you for following Happily Ever Outdoors.